Twa is 2, Daska is 10, 12. So 12 material we already get. So we say they contain 8 aviniboga rupa and the kaya vinyati rupa, and then 3 lhutadi rupa, there is lhuta, mudutta, kaminyata, altogether 12. So what does it represent? As it contains kaya vinyati, say it is special movement of the hands and our body, the hand, the egg, the legs, etc. And then it's not ordinary movement. It also combines with the hutadi. Hutadi means it's very light, very light. And then the mudutta means it's elastic. And then the kamanyata means it's the adaptable. So it is, we should say, gentle, graceful movement of the body parts. Not just like the Thai dance. So when they are doing the Thai dance, so the gentle movement would be this materiality.
咁咧頭先講嗰輕快性11法序啦，即係百分離式加嗰3個變化式啦，之後咧再加多一個語表咧，就對唔住，再加個新表咧，就變成新表輕快性12法啦。咁即係咧8分離式啦，再加呢3個啦，再加埋嗰個新表咧，咁我哋就叫新表輕快性12法即係第嗰個啦。咁呢樣嘢呢一類型嘅新增式序生起嘅時候，代表乜嘢咧？代表我哋一啲身體嘅動作好輕柔嘅咁好睇嘅，好優雅嘅譬如一啲泰式嘅舞蹈，佢哋喐嗰隻手咧係喐得好優雅嘅。咁當佢隻手一喐嘅時候咧，喐得好優雅嘅時候咧，咁就係呢個新表輕快性12法嘅新增式序生起㗎啦。
Number 6, Vaci Vinyati Sabda Lahutadi Tira Saka Kelapa. So what would be the content? So we say 8 avinoboga will be present, and then Vaci Vinyati, the special movement of the mouth will be present, and Sabda, the sound, also present. And also Lahutadi, 3 Lahuta Rupa are also present. So if you combine all these, if you count them, they are all together the 13 material, the Tira Saka. So the 13, so in English we call it tri-tekat. Tri means 3, tekat means 10. Tri-tekat of mutability. In number 5 we call it do-tekat of mutability. Do means 2, so do tekat of mutability. Okay.
咁跟住咧就係第6類啦，就叫語表式輕快性13法序。咁咧即係代表咧，當我哋講嘢嘅時候即係用語言表達語表嘅時候咧，咁如果有埋嗰3樣變化式咧，好輕柔好優雅等等嗰啲啦，就會有呢一類型嘅新增式序生起嘅。就包括呢個8不離式啦，加語表啦，再加聲音啦，同埋嗰3個變化式，呢3個變化式加埋，咁就有呢一個13個式法生起嘅，所以咧就叫語表聲輕快性13法序。
If we ask you, what does this material group represent? Can you suggest? What does it represent? So again, try to see. So it contains Vaci Vinyati, special movement of the mouth, and also the sound, Sabda. But we say it is, if we have only this, it would be spoken words we say, but not ordinary spoken words. The Hutadi, 3 Lahuta, Rupa are also present. So it is not very light. Very gentle and the polite speech, or you might say it is the song, like when you are singing the songs. So this material group is arising in us.
咁當呢一個語表聲輕快性13法序生起嘅時候咧，係代表乜嘢嘢咧 就首先咧，你有語表啦嚇，即係你個口啊，你會喐啦，會發出一啲嘅，跟住再加埋聲音啦，即係有埋聲音啦嚇。咁有埋聲音之後咧，呢種聲音咧仲有埋呢一個又輕快啦，又柔軟啦，然後你發出嘅聲音嘅內容咧，好合適嗰個場合啦。咁呢一種加埋一齊嘅時候咧，呢種聲音就令人聽落去好愉悅嘅嚇，甚至可能好似一首歌咁樣嚇。咁所以咧，呢、個代表咗咧即係呢一個色法序，呢一個身心色法序咧，呢個色序對住身心色序生起嘅時候咧，咁咧即係話語表聲輕快性13法序生起嘅時候咧，其實代表一啲人講嘢咧聽落去好愉快咁樣好適合咁樣。
Then we go to number 3, 4 Utuja Kelapa. They are similar to the Cetija Kelapa, so it will be easy. So if you look at number 1, we call it Utuja Suddhataka. 8 Aviniboga Rupas produced by Utu, by Tejo. So it is also the pure octet, just like in the first Cetija Kelapa, we have the pure octet, we call Cetija Suddhataka. Now as this time it is produced by heat, we call it Utuja Suddhataka.
咁跟住咧，我哋落去睇呢個時節生色序嚇。咁時節生色序咧，第一組咧同心生色序一樣啦。佢最基本嘅單位咧就係純8法序。咁即係話咧，嗰8不離色咧由呢一個能量由呢個熱咧所引發嘅嗰8個色序係佢有8不離色個特徵嘅。咁我哋叫純法序。
Number 2 is Saddha Navaka. So from this name, you can know the content. It consists of 8 Aviniboga Rupa and Saddha the sound. So we go in English sound donut, sound donut. Okay.
咁第二組咧就叫做聲9法序，咁就由8不離色咧，再加埋聲音一齊咧，佢就會變成聲9法序啦。
And number 3. Lahukta di eka dasaka kelapa. So if you look at the top of page 245, in Cetija Rupa, you also have that number 4 there, Lahukta di eka dasaka. The same thing. Now we have Lahukta di eka dasaka kelapa. So it consists of 8 Aviniboga Rupa plus 3 Lahukta di Rupa. So we also call it Anteka of mutability, not the same as the Cetija Rupa. Okay.
咁跟住咧就係呢個輕快性11法序啦就8不離色啦，加輕快性、柔軟性同埋適應性。
Number 4, Saddha Lahukta di Dwa Dasaka. So what are the content? So we say it consists of 8 Aviniboga Rupa, and then as we have in the name Saddha, we put in Saddha. And then Lahukta di is those 3 Lahukta di Rupa, Lahukta, Mudukta, Kaminyata. So if you compare with 3, so in number 4 you get just one more, that Saddha, the sound is present. So the sound is present. So that number 3 Lahukta di Eka Daska is the present feeling, the present and the feeling we experience when we enjoy the pleasant weather, pleasant climate. And now in the number 4, you have already Saddha. Saddha, the sound is also present there. So it is it should be the sound, but this sound is also associated with 3 Lahukta di Rupa materiality. So it is not like this sound. This sound is number 2. We call it Saddha Navaka Kelapa, this sound. So this is not like the musical sound, you might say. This is the number 4. Okay.
咁跟住咧就係最後一組啦，就係當呢啲咁嘅輕快性咧，有時節生色就引發嘅輕快性咧，加埋聲音落去，即係話呢一啲聲音引發嘅一種輕快嘅感覺咧， 一生氣嘅色序嘅，我哋叫做升輕快食12法序。咁佢嘅組合咧就係頭先嗰個八不離色加3個變化色啦，即係話輕快性、柔軟性、適宜性啦，再加埋聲音啊。咁呢啲情況係點樣生氣咧？咁頭先嗰一組嘅法咧，即係第3組嗰個法咧，就純粹係有啲能量引發一種嘅舒服感覺啊。例如咧天氣好好咁樣嚇，咁你就有頭先嗰種嘅組生氣。咁但係如果呢種感覺係由呢一個聲音引發嘅咧，譬如一啲好愉快嘅聲音，好似類似音樂咁嘅聲音咧，你聽到之後覺得好舒服咧，咁就係由呢個升輕快性12法序嚟㗎啦。
So as the three Lahutadi, Rupa, they are among the 5 Vikara Rupa, we call mutable materiality. So these 5, the Vikara Rupa, they arise only in the body of living beings. They don't arise in external world. So we say all these 4 types of the Uddhacca Kalapa can arise in us. But in the external world means in animate world. There is in this all the lifeless materiality, and like the trees, the earth, the air, they are all the number 1, the Uddhacca Suddhagga Kalapa. And then when you get this sound, the thunder sound, the sound mixed by the car, by the thunder, etc., they are number 2. So only the first 2, the types of kalapa, exist in the external world.
我哋講呢一種嘅色序法咧咁咧就分開兩類啦咁一般嚟講，我哋頭先講嘅後邊嗰啲咧，一黐埋咗呢個變化色呢個變化色就5個啦呢個深表、語表再加埋呢3個啦，係輕快柔軟同埋呢個適宜啦。咁係講緊我哋身體即係身體內部嘅呢個色蘊嘅層次嘅。咁但係咧，如果當我哋講係外在嘅狀態咧，又可以叫做純化法序，係可以指外在嘅譬如咧，你喺外邊聽到個聲音，咁咧佢就係屬於呢一個時至新色序裏面嘅聲9法序嘅之一嘅嗰個亦都可以指出聲音。
Then we have number 4, 2 Aharaja Kalapa. So only 2 material groups produced by nutriment, and they are similar to the Uddhacca Kalapa. So you just look. So on page 246, number 1 is Aharaja Suddhagga. So it is also the pure octet produced by nutriment. So we say it is 8 Aviniboga Rupa produced by Ahara nutriment. And number 2, Lahutadi Eka Dasaka. So again, it is a combination of 8 Aviniboga Rupa and 3 Lahutadi Rupa. So we have called it the undercut of mutability. So these 2 types of materiality, they arise not only in our body, not in the body of the living beings. And they do not arise actually in the external world. They don't exist in the external world.
咁跟住咧到呢個食身色序食身色序係食物引發嘅咁咧第一組咧就叫做純化法序啦，咁就又係由嗰八不離色個人即係一齊生氣嘅一齊組合而成嘅。咁第二組咧就叫做輕快性11法序，就係嗰八不離色，再加埋3個變化色就包括輕快性、柔軟性同適宜性啦。咁即係啲食物引發出嚟呢啲咁樣嘅色序咁因為佢叫食身色序啦，所以咧通常係講緊嘅咧就係身體內部嘅狀態嚟嘅。咁喺外部以外嗰啲咧因為冇消化等等嘅原因所以咧就唔存在呢種色序。
Then we go to the next topic, internal material groups and external material groups. All the 21 Rupa Kalapas, all those 21 types of material groups, they occur internally in living beings. 80 Bhava Dasaka, That is the female tekat does not occur in males. Similarly, Pumbawa Daska, the male tekat, does not occur in females. So, in that case, how many types of material groups will exist in a man and a woman? How many? It will be 20 types. So of the 21 types there in the man, you have to subtract the 80 Bhava Dasaka. The female tekat will be absent. And in the women, the Pumbhava Dasaka, the male sex material group, we call it, so it will be absent. And now if that person is, we say the next sentence, for those who are born blind or deaf, Chakku Dasaka or Soda Dasaka should be eliminated. So if that lady or man is blind, what should you subtract? You subtract Chakku Dasaka, not Chakku Dasaka Kalapa. And if he is or she is deaf, you have to subtract Soda Dasaka Soda Dasaka Kalapa. Okay?
咁跟住咧，我哋繼續睇呢、下一個題目啦，就係、內外嘅法罪色罪啊。咁咧就我哋話咧，頭先呢4大類加埋咧就有21種嘅色罪生起嘅啊。咁咧就喺一個有情嘅眾生入面咧，咁最多咧就係呢21種同時會生起嘅。不過咧喺實際上咧，由於呢個女性根咧同男性根咧係唔會同時存在嘅啊。咁所以咧一個人咧，譬如一個男人或者女人咧，佢應該咧有幾多個嘅業生色罪會生起咧啊？咁就對唔住啊，有幾多種嘅色罪會生起咧？咁一共有20種嘅啊。原因咧就係、如果佢係一個男人咧，咁呢個女性十法罪咧，呢一個業生色罪咧係唔會生起嘅啊。咁同一道理，如果係一個女人咧，呢個男性嘅十法罪咧，亦都唔會生起嘅啊。所以咧，一個人咧就應該咧有20個嘅啊，20種嘅。咁如果有一啲人咧，佢天生就係失明嘅，或者失聰嘅啊，即係盲嘅或者聽唔到嘅，咁咧佢亦都缺少咗一啲嘅色罪嘅啊。咁譬如咧呢個失明嘅人士咧，佢可能咧就缺少呢個十法罪啊。咁失聰咧就缺少咗呢個十法罪。咁我哋咧就相應咁樣咧去扣翻因住佢嗰個情況咧，去扣翻嗰啲組嘅色罪出嚟嚇。所以咧可能咧就冇20個嘅，可能得19個甚至咧得18組咁樣嘅。
Now we give you the note in bracket in the next paragraph. Note that of the 28 types of materiality, 80 Bhava Rupa, we call that female sex materiality, is absent in males. And Purisa Bhava Rupa, or we also call it Pum Bhava Rupa, it is the male sex materiality. It is absent in females. So only 27 types of materiality will be present in each species. So if we ask you the question, how many types of materiality are present in you? So how would you say? You should say it's not 27. No? 27. Okay.
咁跟住下低講到一個備註啦就係講緊呢個色法啦咁咧我哋話咧有28種咧加埋，咁咧就但係咧28種入邊咧有2個咧就係一個男性一個女性佢哋咧應該係互相排斥嘅唔會同時出現嘅。所以一般嘅有情或者一般嘅人啦咁咧或者某一個種類嘅生物咧，佢咧加埋咧就只會有27種嘅同時存在嘅就唔會有28種嘅。
And then we say the Pali words achata means internal or within the individual. Pahita means external or outside the bodies of all living beings. Outside the body of all living beings. Now in the next paragraph, we say in the external world, only two Uddhacca Kalapas are found. So, all inanimate things, the lifeless things, such as trees, stones, earth, air, water, fire, corpses, even human corpses, etc., make up of Uddhacca Suddhataka Kalapa. So they are all heat-borne materiality. All the external, the material, they are the heat-borne materiality. And when we say Suddhataka, it is the pure octet, only the pure octet. And the sounds produced by beating the two sticks together, or by rubbing of the branches in the wind, or by musical instruments. And then such as violin, piano, radio, cassettes, and etc. Uddhacca Saddha Navaka Kalapa. So Uddhacca means produced by heat. Saddha Navaka Kalapa is the sound lunat. So I have mentioned you just you. So only these two type of material group exist in the external world. In the external world.
咁頭先講嗰21種嘅色法嘅法罪嘅色罪嚟住就咧係全部係內在嘅即係講緊五蘊內嘅範疇裏邊嘅身體內嘅範疇裏邊嘅咁咧就身體以外嘅即係譬如大自然或者環境嘅有幾多種咧？咁一共咧係2種嘅都係時節生色罪法嘅。咁第一組咧就叫做純八法罪第二組咧就係、如果呢個純八法罪加上聲音嘅話，咁呢啲咁咧就會係第二組嘅，就叫做聲九法罪。咁我哋睇到啦，第一組咧一啲都係由死物嗰度引發嘅，即係環境入邊引發嘅時節生色罪咧。咁咧就包括咧例如樹啦、石頭啦、泥土啦、空氣啦、水啦、火啦。甚至係屍體啦等等呢啲咧都係純八法罪嘅咁佢係冇生命嘅所以咧有八法罪就得啦。咁另外一個咧就如果係加埋聲音，即係變成我哋頭先講嘅聲九法罪嘅説話咧，咁就係由一啲嘅死物所發出嚟嘅聲音例如咧兩支樹枝啦喺度互相碰撞啦，所發出嚟嘅聲音啦。兩支棒互相碰撞發出嚟嘅聲音啦，或者風吹過樹枝嘅聲音啦，甚至咧我哋講一啲樂器嘅聲音啦，例如咧鋼琴小提琴收音機如此呢啲咁都係屬於呢個聲九法罪咁得2種嘅啫，就係、時節生色入邊嘅即係由熱能量所產生嘅呢一啲嘅色罪。
So the formation of these material groups are quite interesting. But you have to focus and strain your mind a bit to understand. So I hope you all understand. So do you? So just Jessica asks you, just say yes. 教授咧就話呢啲好個人嘅嘢咁唔知大家明唔明會唔會覺得好個人？我得一個人鬧嘅，其他嗰啲咧。But I like for your relaxation of your mind. Now I would like to tell you something about for comparative study. So this evening, Mr. Casey and his wife, they took me to this place. And then on the way, Mr. Casey said, "Oh, two of us have a common basis," he said. So he said, so Dr. Mon, you graduated, you got your doctorate degree from Illinois University, that is in America, and he got his doctorate degree in Oklahoma University, also from the United States. But I study chemistry and he studied physics. And he also make a remark. Now remember, he is not a doctorate in the physics. And he said, all those physics writing, the knowledge that we study, are produced by the mind. We don't see them. And the same thing, like in chemistry we study. Also, like we in chemistry, we have to study about the elements. We see there are 92 types of the basic elements in the whole universe. And we have to study their properties and the combination. So when we study them, we have to base now on atomic structure, the atomic structure. So again, all these are the mind-made, produced by the mind. Because nobody, no scientist have seen the atoms that make up these, this element. So they say these 92 elements, they make up of by those the basic subatomic particles, electron, proton, neutron, systematically. So when we say hydrogen contains only one proton as a nucleus and electron as the revolving around the nucleus. So then they go to number 2, helium. So two proton, 2 neutrons in the nucleus, and 2 electrons revolving. And then they go to lithium. Lithium has 3 protons, 4 neutrons, and then if you have 3 protons, you also have 3 electrons revolving. So they go on like that. We call this atomic structure. So when you go to like uranium, it is atomic number 92. That means it contains, the atom contains 92 the protons, and then the neutrons, and 92 electrons are revolving. So we have to study the structure of atomic structure. So the same thing like we are studying now the structure of the 21 types of material groups. So compared to that science knowledge, this is quite easy. It is quite easy, we should say. And it is very interesting because it represents all our the materiality in our body. Okay.
咁咧頭先咧教授咧就話咧呢個釋法嘅研究咧就應該好有興趣嘅即係好有趣嘅一個題目嚟嘅。咁因為咧佢牽涉到一個物質個基本嘅性質係點樣咁頭先咧教授就講到啦咁佢嚟到即係上堂嘅時候咧，同一啲同修咧喺度傾偈啦。咁呢嗰位同修咧就讀物理學嘅喺美國嘅大學畢業嘅。咁教授佢自己咧都喺美國讀呢個化學嘅，都係美國一間即係好頂級嘅大學咧讀呢個化學，喺嗰度攞到博士學位嘅咁佢哋嘅討論嘅題目咧就係物理學去研究物質啦，同埋呢個化學去研究物質咧，其實咧都係由心嗰度咧，即係透過分析嘅方法咧，推理嘅方法，再加埋事實咧，即係現象咧實驗攞翻嚟嘅資料咧去推測嘅咁譬如咧喺化學嘅研究嘅方法入邊咧，就以研究呢個世界嘅嘢嘅時候咧，就會將佢分成唔同嘅元素咁由最簡單啦，到最複雜嘅一啲嘅元素啦咁譬如咧物質入邊咧最簡單嘅構成咧，我哋話有個粒子組成嘅咁粒子咧就係由電子加呢個電子核所組成嘅咁咧，譬如氫咧就係由一個電子加一個質子組成咁但係其實咧呢個純粹係一種嘅推斷以用一啲嘅數學方法或者其他實驗嘅方法嚟推斷出嚟嘅。咁咧就其實我哋冇可能喺用肉眼咧去睇到電子或者係質子嗰啲活動純粹係一種嘅推斷嚟嘅。咁到第二個再複雜啲嘅就係氫啦咁有2粒 電子啦咁然之後亦都有2粒啦嘅質子啦中子等等啦，咁跟住咧一路去到有元素嘅最高嘅92粒嘅電子核入邊嘅粒子個組成。咁當我哋一路將物質將佢由簡單到複雜去分類嘅時候咧，其實我哋都離唔開嗰個心嘅即係個心咧去慢慢去推斷佢究竟咧嗰個物質嘅組成究竟係屬於啲乜嘢嘢嘅咁當然啦我哋咧係冇可能從呢個譬如攞一個好高倍數嘅放大鏡、電子放大鏡，去真係睇到呢啲，都係用心去推斷。
So when we study to know those atomic structure, so we have to determine the atomic weights of these 92 types of elements. So to find out their atomic weight is not easy. Very difficult, all this thing. So you may ask, what is the use of determining these atomic weights? By doing the weight of this atom, where do you use? So actually we don't have the initial obligation, but only if you understand that, then they can postulate. They say based on the atomic weight. Like the helium, has atomic weight say 4. So it must, to have the atomic weight 4, it must have 2 electrons, 2 protons and 2 neutrons. And then if you have 2 protons, then we know it must have 2 electrons. So to find out these things, you have to find out the atomic weight. So to understand how all these atoms in the world are made up, how they are made up. So only then after based on that, you can understand the reaction that takes place between them. So based on them, then you can make the higher research, and you can produce like various the chemical compounds. They can be used both as food and as nutriment, and also as the medicine. So that become very useful like that. Okay.
喺基礎嘅化學入邊咧，我哋研究嗰啲咁樣嘅物質嘅最基本嘅組成咧，全部都係用理論去推斷出嚟咯。例如咧，我哋計一個原子嘅重量啦，都係一個好理論性嘅嘢嚟㗎譬如一個氦氣啦，佢嘅粒子咧就由原子核同埋呢個電子組成啦。咁原子核入面有2粒嘅質子帶正電啦然後咧佢必然有2粒嘅電子帶負電啦咁跟住咧佢有2粒嘅中子咁我哋咧就俾嗰個原子嘅重量係4落嚟咁你呢啲睇唔到又即係純粹靠估出嚟嘅嘢咧嘅粒子究竟攞嚟做乜咧咁原來咧就我哋科學家咧就用呢啲最基本嘅理論咧實存在嘅粒子咧去建構一啲更加複雜嘅嘢出嚟，跟住咧就做一啲嘅實驗啦。然後咧做一啲得出一啲結論出嚟啦，咁然後去合成一啲化合物出嚟咁合成咗化合物出嚟，呢啲化合物咧可以攞嚟做食物啦，攞嚟做醫藥等等嗰啲咁就會變成非常之有用嘅所以咧表面上好似冇乜用嘅嘢咧，當我哋將佢建構用佢愛嚟做建構其他嘢嘅時候咧，就會變成好有用嘅。
So those atomic theories. They are just, the theory means only hypothesis. It is suggestion. So based on all the experimental the evidences, so we made this suggestion. So it agrees with all the experimental result. Then we call it the theory, the atomic theory. So no scientist actually can see these atomic structure. Like we say, like the oxygen containing, we say 8 protons, 8 neutrons, and 8 electrons. So nobody knew, nobody see that. We just believe it. We just believe it because it explains very well with the experimental facts. So we accept it as to be true. But we don't see that. But here is more interesting, as we say. So like in forming material groups, so we say the 8 avinyavoga rupa, they form the nucleus. They form the nucleus because Patri, Aboti, Yovayo, they are essential basic materiality, and all materiality arises from them, so we make them the nucleus. Not the nucleus. If you take them to form the nucleus, so the Varna, Gandha, Rasa, Oja, also they must be included, so this 8 become the nucleus. Then we just add the other materiality to get 21 types of material groups. And the same thing, in the case of our minds, we say the mind is not an individual entity. So it is a combination of consciousness and several mental factors. Actually, total mental factors will be 2. So we make consciousness as a nucleus. And then we add on these so here the mental factors. So we say, oh, those 7 essential mental factors, they associate with all this, all minds. And then the immoral factors, they associate with immoral minds, and the beautiful mental factors associate with beautiful mind. So we found it out. So the Buddha actually, he described, so how many combinations? 89 combination in brief, 121 combination in the broad method, in the Samatha Yanika way. So we say 89 chitta or 121 chitta. They are combination. So here also it is combination. Also in natural world, they all rise like this. Like in the teaching of the Buddha in the Pitama. So it is superior to science. In the case that all these can be verified by yourself, by every able person. If you undertake vipassana, you can verify them. So the same thing like we say, like the 21 material groups. So the structural material groups. You have to find them out with the vipassana meditation. So you have to find them, so that only then you understand what are the psychophysical phenomena arising in you, arising in all living beings. What are happening in these? So we have to find them out. So then you understand in detail. Only you understand in detail, then you can get rid of the wrong theories, the wrong notions that we are created by an Almighty God. So all our fate and destiny are determined by Him. And then, so just if you just believe in them, then you will be in heaven when you die. So would that be correct? So there should be the question. These just hypotheses, are they correct? So like in the case of the Buddha, he found out that no Almighty gods, no creators, and no even human beings, no individuals. So what really exists only ultimate mentality and materiality, only this. So now we say in meditation, you have to verify this material group kalapa. So to see this kalapa, you have to develop the right concentration. Otherwise, you can never see them. You can never see them. So after you develop the right concentration, like in Visuddhi method, it describes that you have to perform the mental meditation. We call mental kamathana, nama kamathana, and rupa kamathana. So in rupa kamathana, you have to investigate about these material groups. You have to see the material groups first. So to see that, so in Visuddhi Magga again, they show that, so when we go into vipassana, we have to do the full, defining the 4 primary elements. We have to define, that means, to discern, to see clearly those 4 primary elements, Pathavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. And then when you can see them very clearly in we call them the element meditation, Then, if you can focus on the characteristics of these four elements, then you can develop concentration, and then you can attain the neighborhood concentration. When very bright light and penetrative light arises, then we say you attain the neighborhood concentration. But then if you just keep on focusing on these, the characteristics of these four primary elements, then you start seeing your whole body as an ice block, a block of ice. They are transparent. You can see transparent materially at that time. Actually, at that time, you see these five materials, especially this Kaya Pasada, that is present in all the body. So it is material body, so you can see this material body as block of ice. And you just try to see there are some crack in this block of ice, and you try to penetrate into that to discern the four primary elements. Then that block, it breaks down. Then you see particle, that material group. All material arising, particles arising, dissolve. Then they are not outweighing materiality yet. Now you already understand they are material groups. They are material groups. They are rising and dissolve very rapidly. You cannot do vipassana just by observing them, and then you reflect anicca, impermanence, dukkha, suffering, and anatta, and the non-self. You cannot do it. So if you do vipassana on them, so when you get into real vipassana, they disappear, because they do not exist in the ultimate sense. So this material group, some people, so even they undertake, like for example, they undertake meditation in the Mahasi, the meditation center. So one person, he saw this material group. So in his body, when he look, he see only the material group. And if you look in other people, he see all the material group. Whatever he look, only material group he is seeing. So that means when you can develop high concentration, some people, they right away they can see into material groups. But when they see material groups, so they usually the teacher, they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to proceed. So in Vipassana and Visuddhimagga, they describe that you have to analyze this material group, to know the contents of this material group. So then you focus on the eye door. So there are 6 sense doors. You just focus on eye door. Then in the eye door you can see 2 types of materiality. One is the transparent materiality group, and the other is the not transparent, the opaque material group. So transparent material group contains pasada rupa. So here in the eye we have Chakku Pasada. We call Chakku Dasaka. Chakku Dasaka contains Chakku Pasada, is clear, is transparent. And also in the eye, it contains the Kaya Dasaka, Kaya Pasada, the body Dasaka. The body Dekka also is present in the eye. So these 2 they are transparent, and the other material are not transparent. And then when you investigate the content, yes, when you see like the 4 elements in the body, you can also investigate whether they contain Pathui, Tejo, Vayu, so all these material group by their characteristics, you try to discern them. So the Buddha in Visuddhimagga, the Buddha described that each type of material, each type of the consciousness and mental factor, you must characterize them, define them in 4 ways. So by means of their characteristics, so like the hardness and softness, and then also by their function, the function they perform, and then also manifestation, how they appear in Vipassana, and then the nearest causes that give rise to them. So these, by these 4, you have to define. So you can analyze the material groups here. So when you analyze it, you can see Then Cakupasada and Jivita Rupa, in addition to the 8 Aviniboga Rupa, you know it is Cakutasaka. So instead of Cakupasada, if you know it is Kaya Pasada is present, it is body, the Kaya Tasaka. And also sex materiality is present in the eye also, in the eye door. So in that case, in the female, you get 80 Bhava Tasaka. The female sex materiality is present. So you know these are 3 Kamaja Rupa, present in the eye door, in the ear door, the nose door, the tongue door. So these, the 3, the Kamaja Rupa, consisting of 10 types of materiality, so to get 30 types of materiality. And then you also get the Chaitanya Sutataka. Chaitanya Sutataka is the 8 Aviniboga Rupas produced by consciousness. And then Utuja Sutataka, the pure object produced by the heat. And then the Aharaja, the Sutataka, they are also present, these 3 material groups. So each of them contain 8 types of materiality. So 8 into 3, 24. So you combine with 30 types of materiality, you get 54 types of materiality in the eye door. The same day you can discern 54 types of materiality in the ear door, the nose door, the tongue door. So we do that. So in Vipassana meditation, only then you know all 27 types of materiality in your body. And if you know that, you have to discern in other people's body as well. You have to do that. So that is what we call Vipassana, describing Visuddhimagga. Okay.
好啦，咁啊，講到邊度開始咧？咁咧頭先咧教授咧就講呢、個話咧嗱，我哋咧就講到啲好複雜嘅理論啦嚇，就關於呢個世界嘅基本嘅構成係一啲元素構成嘅。咁呢啲咁基本嘅理論咧，聽落去好似非常之繁瑣啊，唔知攞嚟做乜嘅。咁頭先教授喺上一節嗰度講到咧，其實呢啲嘅理論咧本身咧就好似睇起上嚟好似一啲遊戲，係啲數字遊戲，但係實際上咧用起上嚟係非常之有用㗎嚇，即係對人類咧有好大嘅幫助啊。咁譬如咧，我哋話咧呢啲咁嘅理論咧，純粹係一啲嘅臆測啦，係一啲科學家開頭想像出嚟嘅嚇。譬如呢個原子嘅理論，咁例如咧呢個氧啦、氧氣，我哋話咧有8粒中子，咁原子核嗰度即係個核心嗰度有8粒中子啦、8粒質子啦，咁然後有8粒電子啦。咁但係其實就算我哋唔知呢啲嘢咧，我哋一樣可以呼吸㗎，完全影響唔到我哋實際生活嘅。咁但係咧，當我哋對呢一啲嘅基本嘅嘢了解咗之後咧，咁我哋咧其實係可以利用呢啲知識咧，幫到我哋做到好多嘢啊，或者咧對呢個物質嗰個基本嘅性質咧有更加深嘅了解。咁喺呢個頭先講到嘅，譬如佛教嘅對物質嘅了解入邊咧，咁我哋話咧佛教入邊咧最構成呢個物質最基本嘅單位，我哋叫色聚啦。咁一粒嘅色聚啦，即係物質嘅最基本嘅單位啦。咁其實佢係有包括8種嘅色法嘅，就我哋叫8不分離色啦嚇。咁呢8不分離色咧，各自嘅配搭成為21組嘅呢個色聚，21種嘅色聚嚇。咁呢21種色聚又分開4大類啦。咁呢啲咧就係構成呢一個物質嘅最基本嘅組合嚟嘅嚇，就係嗰個8不分離色嚇。頭先大家咧睇到呢個21種嘅色聚咧，無論係邊一組咧，佢都係由呢個8不分離色作為最核心嘅構成嘅。咁物質係咁樣，咁心又點樣咧嚇？咁我哋知道阿毗達王咧將我哋嘅精神作用咧就分開心啦，同埋心所法。咁構成個核心嘅咧就係個心啦，心作為一個前導法啦，一種精神作用咧，咁就係一個核心嚟嘅嚇。咁伴隨住心咧所生起嘅咧就係心所法啦。咁啲心所法入邊咧有一啲咧係所有心咧都有嘅，我哋叫遍一切心所啦，有7個啦一個。咁 咁有一啲咧就係不善心生起嘅時候，你先至會生起嘅。我哋叫呢啲叫不善心所。咁有啲咧就由善心生起嘅時候咧，咁個心所先會生起。我哋叫呢叫善心所啦，以此類推啊。咁每一種嘅心咧，一共有89種啦。佢所伴隨生起嘅心所法咧，嘅數字都唔同嘅。之前都同大家講過啦。咁我哋將呢一個出世間心擴展咗出去咧，就會由89種咧就變成121種嘅。但係無論點咧，個核心都係個心法啦。咁然後咧伴隨住心法生起嘅心所法。咁我哋將喺呢一個修行入邊咧，我哋咧先了解咗呢啲理論先。咁然後咧就透過真正嘅修行咧，去驗證呢啲嘅理論啊。咁驗證咗之後咧，我哋會發現係非常之有用啊，對於自己嚟講啊。咁因為咧，佢可以幫助我哋咧了解到呢個世界嘅真相係點樣，同埋咧可以幫助我哋解決煩惱啊。咁譬如咧，一般人啦，對於一啲嘅問題，一啲最基本嘅問題啦，例如咧究竟呢個世界係點樣嚟嘅？點樣構造？係咪由一個全能嘅神去決定嘅？或者我哋嘅際遇啦，我哋嘅喜樂啦，係咪由神去決定嘅咧？或者咧，我哋透過信仰一個神咧，係咪死咗之後咧就可以去永恆嘅天堂嗰度咧？等等呢一類最基本嘅問題咧，佢哋係冇一種嘅理論或者工具咧去幫佢哋做分析嘅。咁但係咧，透過學習阿毗達磨或者佛教入邊嘅理論咧，我哋可以借助呢啲工具，然後咧自己去檢驗自己嘅身心嘅結構或者物質嘅結構，跟住咧自己去回答呢啲好基本嘅問題啊。咁我哋會發現咧，呢個世界咧係冇一個全能嘅神嘅，亦都冇呢個世界亦都唔係一個全能嘅神去構造而成嘅，咁去創造而成嘅。咁呢個世界嘅構造究竟係咩咧？如果我哋用正確方法工具去分析咧，會發現咧只係明法同埋呢個色法明法就頭先有包括心法同心所法啦。咁具體嚟講咧，個修行咧有好多個步驟啦。咁我哋嘅目標咧，首先咧即係做到一紮嘢之後咧，跟住咧希望達到一個正定嘅呢個目標嚇。咁達到正定咧，根據清淨道論咧，就有好多個業處要去收集嘅，包括明業處同埋色法嘅業處啊。咁呢啲業處咧就係幫助我哋達到正定啦，然後去分析呢個最基本嘅身心結構嘅嚇。咁譬如咧世界分別觀啦，咁我哋透過收集呢個世界分別觀咧，咁當呢個定越嚟越強嘅時候咧，咁我哋會見到好明亮嘅光芒啦。咁當我哋達到呢個近恆定嘅階段嘅時候咧，呢個光咧係非常之耀目嘅啊！咁呢個時候我哋睇翻自己嘅身體咧，就好似一個好大嘅磚咁樣啊，透明嘅磚啦，當然啊。咁當近恆定圓滿之後咧，我哋咧就去睇下呢啲磚咧之間嘅呢個空隙啊，然後咧去睇呢個空隙啊，睇到空隙之後咧就會將呢個磚破碎成為色聚嘅啊。咁大家頭先講到色聚嘅時候咧，一共有21種嘅色聚啦，最基本有8不離色啦。咁然後配搭各種嘅情況咧，就會構成唔同嘅色聚啊。咁我哋咧就去研究下呢啲咁樣嘅色聚睇清楚佢嘅性質係乜嘢嘢。咁我哋首先咧就會睇呢個眼根。咁眼根有啲乜嘢色聚會生起咧？咁我哋睇眼根嘅時候咧，發現有啲嘅色聚咧係有透明嘅、好明亮嘅顏色嘅。有啲咧就係好灰暗嘅顏色，咁我哋咧首先去睇呢個明亮嘅顏色啦，就發現咧喺眼根嗰度生起嘅色聚咧，就有呢個眼十法聚啦，就包括呢個八不離色啦、明根色同埋眼淨色啦。咁同時你亦都睇到身十法聚啦，咁就唔同嘅咧就係身淨色啊。咁換言之咧，我哋透過睇眼淨色咧，就可以睇到呢個眼十法聚啦，透過睇身淨色咧，就可以睇到身十法聚啦。咁然後咧，我哋又會睇下嗰個每一粒嘅色聚咁我哋用粒去形容色聚，但係色聚唔係一粒粒㗎，即係類似能量咁樣，大家都明㗎嚇。咁咧就睇個白 不離色啦嚇，即係一個色序入邊佢嗰個八不離色咧咁大家記得包括四大啦，地水火風加色香味食素嚇，然後睇佢嘅性質嚇。咁睇完之後咧，我哋又睇下佢唔同嘅特相係啲乜嘢嘢。咁大家記得啦，喺呢個阿毗達磨嘅方法入邊咧，好注重去分析每一種嘅界佢嘅特相係乜嘢佢嘅作用係乜嘢，佢嘅現係乜嘢，佢嘅近因係乜嘢嘢譬如地界嘅特相咧我哋喺前一堂都有講過啦，係硬啦佢嘅作用係支持啦，如此類推咁透過去睇每一個即係八不離色嘅每一個色法咧，佢嘅特相咧，咁我哋又對呢個色序有好深刻嘅了解咁然後我哋繼續去檢查呢個眼根入邊有啲乜嘢色序咧，發現咧又會有呢個男性嘅十法序啦，如果你係男人咁會有女性嘅十法序啦，如果你係女人如此類推咁我哋又繼續睇落去啦，睇第二個地方啦，又睇到呢個心所依處嗰度咧，又睇到呢個心所依處十法序啦，如此類推。咁跟住我哋去檢驗啦，又可以睇到呢個身心色序啦，又可以睇到時節生色食生色等等嗰啲咁無論係心生色時節生色或者食生色咧，佢哋都係具備呢個八不離色嘅。咁我哋就用呢啲咁嘅方式咧去檢驗自構成自己最基本嘅狀態，即係色序佢嘅特性係啲乜嘢嘢咁我哋自己睇到好清楚嘅時候咧，就能夠回答到啦。究竟呢個身體入邊咧有冇一個實體嘅存在啦？或者頭先教授提過嘅其他嘅一啲嘅問題譬如咧係咪神創造等等嗰啲嘢咁當我哋徹底咁樣了解咗色法心法心所法嘅時候咧，就自然能夠對呢個世界嘅一啲嘅現象甚至對自己嘅現象咧有個好深刻嘅了解。咁呢啲咧全部都係你必須要經過初步嘅理論嘅認知之後，經過自己親身嘅體會之後咧，咁你先至能夠對呢個世界有準確嘅一個了解。了解咗之後咧，咁呢啲咁樣嘅會幫得大家好緊要即係喺日常生活嗰度。
Well, that would be very good translation, I believe, because I do not understand Chinese. Now, if you understand this comparative study, so you agree with me, I say, that the Abhidhamma is mental science, and the ultimate science, as I call this Abhidhamma at the back of this book.
咁透過同呢個科學嘅比較咧，希望大家都會相信啦呢個阿毗達磨咧係一種最終極嘅一個科學嘅方法嚟嘅去幫助我哋了解實相。
Now we go to the next topic on page 246 at the bottom. Arising of material phenomena in various individuals. So on page 247, we begin from the second line. All the 28 material qualities, that is 28 types of materialities, occur and diminish if circumstances permit in an individual during a lifetime. And then the next paragraph. But at the moment of rebirth, Patisantikala, that is at the rising moment of rebirth, when the person is first conceived in the mother's womb. In Sansedaja person, so Sansedaja persons are the moisture-born, the beings. And Upapatika persons, they are spontaneously born beings. So in this person, at most 7 Kamaja Kalapas, comprising the eye dekat, the ear dekat, the nose dekat, tongue dekat, body dekat, sex dekat, and heart dekat are manifested. However, the eye dekat, the ear dekat, the nose dekat, the sex dekats are sometimes not manifested. So some who are going to be born blind, so the eye decut will not be present.
咁我哋繼續睇呢個28種嘅釋法啦嚇，佢嗰個生起嘅轉起嘅次第啦嚇。咁咧就首先咧就喺247頁第2段嗰度啦，就講到啦28種嘅釋法啦嚇。咁佢哋咧生起嘅時候咧就要視乎佢哋嗰個生存嘅界別嚇，而有條件去生起嘅嚇。咁佢生存嘅界別咧就有3個啦，3界啦嚇。咁譬如咧喺呢個我哋嘅呢個欲界入邊啦，咁佢有唔同嘅結生嘅方法啦嚇。咁我哋之前都講過啦，喺呢個結生嘅時候，有啲係有濕身嘅啦嚇，有啲咧就化身嘅啦。咁當然都有胎生啊等等嗰啲嚇，或者係兩身嘅。咁譬如咧，以呢個濕身同埋化身嚟講咧，咁咧就最多咧有7種嘅業生性會生起嘅，7種嘅業生性。咁就包括咧喺247頁第2段嗰度中間嗰度嚇，嗰度講到咧就有呢個眼嘅18罪啦，耳嘅18罪啦，鼻嘅18罪啦，舌嘅18罪啦，身嘅18罪啦，跟住然後就性根嘅18罪啦。同埋心所依處18罪啦，佢哋會生起嘅。咁不過有一啲界別嘅眾生咧，佢哋有陣時咧嗰個眼啊、耳啊、鼻啊或者性別嗰個根嘅18罪咧，未必會生起嘅。有陣時有，有陣時會冇嘅。
Next paragraph in Gambhaseka persons. No? These are the womb-born creatures, no? Including human beings. Only 3 Kamaja Klapas, comprising the body decut, sex decut, and heart decut, are manifested at the moment of conception, Patisanti Kala. So when we were first conceived in the mother's womb, only the material groups start arising. So comprising the body decut, the sex decut, and the heart decut. And even again, the sex decut may not be manifested in some particular individual. So those persons who are born without any sex organ, so this sex decut will be missing in him. After conception, during life, there is the Pavati Kala. The eye decut, the rest are manifested slowly in order. Though we say here slowly, some of the doctors say, very first, one we are conceived. Within 4 weeks, like the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, and even the heart are already formed. So they say, when in the 28 days after the baby is conceived in the mother's womb, they can even listen the heartbeat of the baby. Okay.
咁跟住咧就到呢個胎生嘅有情啦。咁胎生嘅有情咧喺結生嘅時候或者咧我哋話喺入胎嘅時候有另一種講法啦嚇。咁咧就有3種嘅色罪會生起嘅，就包括呢個身18罪啦，然後呢個性根嘅18罪啦，同埋呢個心所依處嘅18罪呢3種嘅18罪咧就會顯現嘅喺呢個入胎嘅時候，即係結生嘅時候。咁咧但係咧當呢個生命即係結生嘅時候咧，有陣時咧嗰個性根咧性嗰個18罪咧係未必會生起嘅即係話咧呢個有情咧係未必有呢個性別嘅咁跟住咧就結生咗之後咧喺呢個生命嘅期入面即係繼續生存咗落去嘅之後咧，咁其他嗰18罪，即係譬如眼18罪等等咧，就會依次生起嘅眼佢會開展出嚟嘅。
Now we go to the next paragraph again. Of the groups of materiality, which are produced in 4 ways, Kamaja Rupa starts to form at the moment of conception, and it goes on forming incessantly at every minor instant or every sub-moment. I think you please show the chart number 9, the witty chart, the bottom one. Yes, we like this bottom one. So here we described the arising and dissolution of materiality phenomena. So, so here we say Kamacca Rupa, the karma born materiality. They arise starting from the arising moment of rebirth consciousness. So at the time of rebirth we call it. So the Kamacca Rupa starts to form. And then also at the existing moment and at the dissolving moment, the Kamacca Rupa are produced. So then after rebirth consciousness, life continuum arises without any separation in time and space actually. And again, at the arising moment, existing moment, and dissolving moment of this consciousness, so Kamacca Rupa also arises. So we say Kamacca Rupa starts to form at Patishanti Kala, that is at arising moment of rebirth consciousness, and it goes on forming at every minor instant or sub-moment. So this is sub-moment. So the arising moment and then the existing moment. So they exist, they last only for one sub-moment. Okay.
咁我哋從呢幅圖嗰度咧就睇到咧呢、個生氣嘅次第啦。咁生生息咧同埋業生息嗰個生氣嘅次第咧有啲咩唔同咧咁我哋睇到咧，當一個有情嘅結生嘅時候咧，嗰、個業生息咧喺結生嘅嗰刻咧就即刻生氣㗎啦。咁然後咧喺呢個而家乃至於滅嘅過程入邊咧，佢都會生氣嘅。咁然後咧呢一個結生氣咗之後滅啦，咁然後就到下一刻嘅心咧就有份心生氣嘅時候咧，咁呢個業生息咧仍然會繼續去生滅嘅。咁就所以咧，大家會睇到呢一段説話啦，就係、每一個剎那間，無論係生而滅咧嘅剎那咧，呢個業生息咧都會不停咁樣去生起嘅。
Now, Chaitya Rupa, the mind-born materiality. So it is first produced at the arising moment of the first Bhavinga Chaitya. So we say all rebirth consciousness do not produce materiality because it is the first consciousness that is formed in one existence, and it does not have the support of the previous consciousness. So it is not strong enough to produce materiality. So starting from the first Bhavinga Chaitya, so at the rising moment of each Chaitya, so Chaitya Rupa is produced. It is produced only at the rising moment of the Chaitya. So when it comes to the existing moment, so the Chaitya already it decreases in its strength because it is going to dissolve at the dissolving instant. So when it has to dissolve very soon, it becomes weak, so they cannot produce the materiality. So here again we say the Chaitya Rupa is first formed at the arising instant of the first Bhavinga Chaitya. And then it is incessantly, continuously formed at every arising instant of successive Chaitya. So when the Chaitya arises, Chaitya Rupa arises, as we say, the 1,000 billion Chaitya can arise in one snap of the hand. So that means more than 1,000 billion Chaitya Rupa will arise in one snap of the hand. So that means a lot of the Chaitya Rupa keep arising in one snap of the hand. So in the case of Kamacca Rupa, so it is three times faster. So as they are produced at every sub-moment, so they are produced, say, 3,000 billion the material groups in one step of the hand. So material groups are arising very rapidly.
咁跟住咧就到呢個心生息啦咁大家睇到啦，心生息咧結生嘅時候係冇㗎 結生心生起嘅時候係冇嘅。咁到結生心滅咗之後咧，有份心生起嘅時候咧，呢、個心生識就會生起嘅。咁有份心咧，就分開生啦、住啦、滅啦3個階段。咁心生識呢一種嘅色聚咧，只會喺個心啱啱生起嘅嗰剎那間就會生起嘅。原因咧就係、嗰個心法咧係啱啱生起嘅時候係最強嘅。咁到之後佢唔夠強就冇辦法去繼續去引發呢個心生識㗎啦。咁所以心生識咧，只會喺心啱啱生起嘅時候咧，佢會生起嘅。所以咧生起咗之後咧，跟住咧又調到下一個有份心生起嗰刻咧，佢先至會再生起嘅。咁就同衍生識有唔同嘅，大家見到啦。咁我哋會睇到咧心咧生滅嘅速度係非常之快速啊！彈指間咧有上千億個萬億個心咧係生滅咁又伴隨住每一個心咧嗰、個色法都會色聚咧都會生起。咁雖然色聚就冇心咁快，但係都好快嘅。所以咧喺一彈指間咧就有好多次嘅色聚咧已經係生滅咗啦。
So I think the time is over. We better stop. So tomorrow now we can continue. So it will be